chick, chick, chick. Chick, chick, chick. Hey, chick. Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Adam! Hey! Hey, come on, get out of here! Hey, come on! Get out of here! Come on! Hey! Come on, get out of here! Ah! Hey!
Hey, that! Whoa. Leave off there, Conchana. You're scaring my critters. Whoa there. Oh, come on, whoa there.
What's that?
I said stop running around like them there chickens. You're scaring my mares.
Oh, well, we and our chickens apologize. And just who are you?
Leif Jessup.
Well, Mr. Jessup, what can we do for you and your friends?
I'm looking for a man named Cartwright. Boss, they told me his name in town. Is he around here?
He's in the house. I'll get him for you.
Tell him to shake a leg if he wants to do business with me. I ain't got time to stand around jawing all day.
Just what business are you in?
The wild ones?
The what?
The wild ones. I catch and break wild horses.
Oh, yeah, now I get it. My brother Hoss has been talking up some crazy idea about crossing wild horses with our Spanish.
It ain't so crazy at all. A rancher in Oregon crossed his Clydesdales with wild horses and came up with a breed called the Oregon Limocks. Real hardy. Montana, they got a breed called the Percheron Puddin'foots. Down in Texas, they got a top cow pony and racer called the Copper Bottoms. All crossbred with wild horses. What's crazy about it?
Well, nothing. Just my brother never explained it to me that way.
Probably figured there was no cause to bother.
Howdy. I'm Hoss Cartwright. You must be Leif Jessup.
Yeah, all my life. Fella in town told me you wanted some wild horses, so I fetched me up some mares for you.
Mares? Well, I ain't interested in mares. I was wanting a stallion. You ain't got none?
Yeah, if I ain't, I can get you one at a price.
Won't you come on in and meet my pa? I've been trying to talk him into this crossbreeding idea for a long time. Maybe we can make a deal. Come on.
And don't you go spooking my mares again. Just leave them be, you understand?
Puddin'foot. Copper Bottom?
Look at that son of a gun. Look at him. That's the one, Leif. That's my stallion. That's the one I want. That's the one I want.
Ain't much chance of that, little fella. I've been trying to catch that ornery critter all season long. Tried running him, roping him. Even tried to snare him once. He's too smart and too fast.
Yeah. Well, just for the fun of it, let's see how fast he really is. You was right, Leaf. He's fast. We ain't gonna run him down, that's for sure.
He can chew up a lot of ground, that's a fact.
Yeah. You sure you've tried everything? There ought to be some way you could catch him.
Maybe I can crease him.
Huh?
Shoot him in the withers. Slow him down, that way you can get a rope around him.
You could miscalculate your aim and kill him, too.
That wouldn't be the first time.
Well, you ain't gonna chance shooting him, not while I'm here. I ain't gonna put up with that.
How you fixing to stop me? This is my country there, little fella. Any horse I catch is mine. That black there fetched me a pretty fair price at the market. If not from you and your pa, then from some other rancher. Sounds a mite like you're trying to tell me how to run my business.
I'm just telling you, you ain't gonna chance shooting that black stallion, that's all.
We'll see if the time comes.
Don't you worry, you big rascal. I'm gonna be seeing some more of you. Good looker, all right, but he can't hold a candle to that black.
I never said he could, but that's the critter I figured for you and your pa. Difference between this one and the black is this one's caught and broke.
Yeah?
Just take it easy, I'll show you. Easy now. Ain't no use fussing. Hey, you, sit down! Here! Sit down! Dang you, I'm gonna whip the daylights out of you!
Leif! Stop that! You got him half scared to death now! Stop it! Stop it!
You don't better let him fight me!
Stop it! Stop it! What are you trying to do? You trying to break that horse or maim him?
Little fella, it appears there's the difference between you and me here. A whip never hurt no dumb critter.
You give me that whip.
You get it.
Stop thy foolish brawling this instant. Have thee both taken leave of thy senses?
Prudence.
Have thee no fitter welcome for thy wife, thou unrepentant sinner? And must thee stand there with thy mouth gaping like a bee trap in springtime? Thee resembles a silly goose. Now come, help me unload the wagon. The seat has become uncommonly discomfortable.
You just sit right where you are and you turn that mule around and go back where you came from.
Did thee not hear me? Come help me unload the wagon. Ha!
You hear that? She talks to me like I was a hired hand.
Sounds to me like she got business. You better do like she says.
All right, you're just long enough to let her get the kinks out, but that's all. How in tarnation did you ever find me?
Seek and ye shall find, though I must say it took a deal of searching. Howsoever, we are reunited at long last as the good Lord intended.
Reunited? Nothing. No such thing. You're gonna water your stock down at the well, and you're gonna turn around and go back where you came from, lickety-split.
Such foolish talk from a grown, overgrown man. Shame on thee. Now, thee have not told me thy name.
My name is Cartwright, ma'am. Hoss Cartwright.
Well, I judge by their girth. That name is most fitting. Well then, Hoss, have thee not wit enough to see there is work to be done? Will thee kindly unburden the wagon?
Hold on. I said you could take the kinks out and water the stock, that's all.
Thee is trying my patience sorely, most sorely. I have been 6 months finding thee, and
Who
it has
asked you
been a
to?
most trying journey all the way from the Dakotas. Moresomover, I have not taken nourishment since sunup. Now, thee, Hoss, thee will find a smoked ham from Father's own smokehouse in the largest sack, along with some potatoes, dried apples, pickled string beans, sugar, and flour. Thee will also find some preserved peaches in jars from the orchard, which, by the grace of God, yielded an uncommonly bounteous yield this summer. Well, thee may now show me the cook stove, and I'll cook our dinner. Husband?
All right. All right, but you gotta understand one thing. I ain't giving in one little mite. Not one mite. After you eat, back you go.
Shh. Do thee wish Mr. Cartwright to think thee are not happy to see me? Were thee never told cleanliness is next to godliness?
Nobody's asking you
I would
to-
sooner inhabit one of my father's pigsties. It is plain to see thee have been in sore need of thy wife, Leif, sorely.
I've been getting along fine.
And thee smell as bad as this house. Now, thee had best bathe while I am preparing dinner. And if thee scrub good behind thy ears, there will be peach cobbler for dessert. Here, thee will have need of this soap, though I have no doubt lye would be more fitting.
Well, hey, Leif, you heard her. Come on, man, peach cobbler.
I had me a bath last summer. I'm telling you, man to man, if we don't stick together, we're done for. And we gotta have a plan. If we don't, that scheming little she-female will have us squeezing through knotholes every time she opens her mouth, and that's a fact.
Oh. If you felt that way about her, Leif, how come you married her in the first place?
Out of my mind, that's why. Man finds himself flat on his back. First thing you know, some scheming little she-female takes advantage of him.
All that take place back in the Dakotas?
Yeah, last winter. Worse luck, got caught in a blizzard, and my horse got lost. Next thing, I find myself in bed with a hot water bottle at my feet and my mind ablazing with a fever, sitting alongside of me, reading from the good book, begging the Lord to spare me. Guess who it was? Scheming little she-female. That's when I done it.
Done what?
Asked her to marry me. She was prettier in the picture. Looked like a little pinto filly out in the pasture kicking up her heels. Well, it didn't take me long to come to my senses, though. About a month later, after the wedding, when I had my strength back, why, I decided to skedaddle, and I started running. I kept running until I found myself in these here hills here.
Yeah. Appears like you didn't run quite far enough, don't it, Leif? Hey. Wouldn't even recognize this as the same place, ma'am.
Too dang blame lottie-dottie. Don't even smell the same.
Oh, here, let me see behind thy
Hold
ears.
on.
Oh, thee are as stubborn as a child. Well, there's some improvement. Though it would take more than one soaping to make thee presentable.
I've just had about enough of your sass and tongue. We smelt the food out the window, but it's gonna take a heap more than that. A heap
Ray.
more.
Wait a minute. Hey, I ain't eaten since breakfast, and I'm hungry.
You just gather your things and...
Have thee finished? If so, come to table before the biscuits burn.
I ain't moving a step in either his horse.
All right, thee have taxed my temper beyond endurance.
Now you've done it. What you need is a good spanking.
Thee just try it.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you just try it, Leif?
Bow thy head that we may give thanks to the Lord. For these most bounteous gifts, O Lord, we are most grateful. Amen. Thee may commence thy dinner, house.
Thank you, ma'am.
No scheming, screaming she-female's gonna keep me from setting at my own table. Here, give me that. You better be sure this mess is seasoned proper.
Well, I don't know, Leif. I still think I can do better.
Still hankering for that black, huh?
Yeah. Look, how come first thing in the morning me and you don't take off and try to figure out some way to catch him?
I told you, ain't no use unless we crease him.
Well, I'm telling you flat out, you crease that animal and the whole deal's off.
You telling me how to run my business?
Have two grown men nothing better to do than argue?
This is man talk. You stay out of this.
I notice there is only one bed in the house. Thee had best come and help me prepare something so that we may sleep comfortably tonight.
Well, you sleep where you want. You can have the whole dang hut to yourself. Me, I'm gonna bedroll outside. Now skedaddle. I'm sick of looking at you. Go on.
Leif, you had no call to talk to her like that.
It's my wife. I'll talk to her any way I please.
Please, show me what it is that I do wrong. I know that I have a viperous tongue and a most evil temper. But thou knowest in thy infinite wisdom that my heart is otherwise. Thou knowest also that my dearly beloved is not as he seems. He needs me sorely, and I need him. Please show me the way to his heart. Not for my sake alone, but for the sake of his child within me soon to be born. Thee heard? Promise thee will not tell Leif?
Why not, ma'am? He's your husband.
It is unbecoming for a woman to hold the burden of a child over a man.
Still think you ought to tell him?
No. The child will soon be here, and if my husband does not wish me to stay before it is born, I shall leave without telling him. Please keep thy silence.
If that's the way you want it, ma'am.
That'd be them, over at the water hole where we jumped them the other time.
Yeah.
Why don't you go around here and get behind them and drive them down this canyon here? That way we can stop them.
How you figuring on doing that?
With this.
Leif, like I told you, you ain't gonna crease that stallion.
Who said anything about creasing? I just want to use it to drive him back up to you.
Watch out that other horse. Look out! Look out!
Is he dead?
No, ma'am. He got a pretty nasty lick on the head, though.
Oh. Open thy mouth.
I don't want any. All this fussing and fooling, I'm sick of it.
Thee must get thy strength back. Thee were unconscious for 3 days.
Yeah, just long enough for you to figure out I can get your hooks into me again. Only I ain't falling for it again this time.
Leif, thee are indeed a thorn in the flesh at times. The soup is within reach if thee want it.
Easy now, big fella.
The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. Oh, please, no. It is not time.
Easy now.
You finally quit fighting it, didn't you, big fella? Decided that old log was a little bit too heavy to haul around, didn't you? Yeah. You big, good-looking rascal, you.
Easy. Easy now, big fella. I'm gonna let you get a little freedom. Let you run around a little.
They have a way with animals.
There ain't really much to it once they learn they can trust you.
I wish I could handle Leif so easily.
I don't know how you put up with him. You've been nursing him like a spoiled baby ever since he got hurt, and he don't appreciate it one bit.
He's my husband.
That sounds more like an apology than a reason to me, if you don't mind me saying so.
You do not really understand. Leif is that wild creature there. He's accustomed to being free, and he fears being otherwise. But the good Lord joined us together in holy matrimony, and that is a covenant that I do not regard lightly.
I admire the fight you're putting up to save your marriage, ma'am, but he ain't worth your little finger.
Thee should read thy book more often. Wherein thou judgest another, thou condemnest thyself.
Be not overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. That's about the sum of it, eh?
That is the sum. And the total.
Well, it's gonna take a heap of doing to overcome that cantankerous ingrate. Look, ma'am, I've just about got old Black trained to lead, and he's trained to halt her. I figure I'll be leaving tomorrow. It don't set well with me leaving you up here by yourself with him.
Oh, well, I do thank thee. But what therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. Oh, dear Lord. It's not time yet. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
Ma'am, what's the matter?
The Lord must love me very much, Hoss. Because whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth. And he chasteneth me much this night.
Ma'am, what's wrong?
The child. He's being born in God's time, not mine.
I'll go get some whiskey.
No. No spirits. It is pain that teaches us the meaning of love. Oh, God. A faithful friend is a strong defense. And he who hath found such a one hath found a treasure. Oh, my God. My God, give me strength.
Look, ma'am, I'll be right back. I'll go get your husband. Leif? Leif, wake up, Leif.
Hold on.
Leif, on your feet. Your wife needs you.
What are you saying?
Leif, your wife's having a baby.
She never told me.
Well, I'm telling you now. We ain't got time standing around out here, Joanne. Come on. Come on!
Oh, what do you want me for? I ain't never fooled no human critter.
Well, there's a first time for everything. Now, are you coming? Am I gonna have to drag you?
You should have told me, little filly. I didn't know, you dang fool. You.
They came to me. Oh! Oh, my God. Hast thou forsaken me?
Can't you do something, little fella? I can't stand this here hurting.
Oh!
Leif! Leif!
I don't know if you can hear me. For that matter, I don't even know if you're up there. She puts a lot of stock in you. So I'm just plain begging for her sake. Please, don't make her hurt so bad. Must have got born. I heard it cry.
You got a fine son, Leif.
Is that a fact? How's the mother? She gonna live?
She had a real rough time. She's gonna make it.
Good. I wouldn't want to be blamed for her dying.
No.
I did an awful lot of thinking last night. I got something I want to tell her.
Look at thy son. Our son.
Puny little critter, ain't he? No bigger than a sparrow, hardly.
He has thy nose and mouth.
No such thing. He looks just like you. Your mom and pa ought to be glad to see him.
What?
Your mom and pa like children, don't they? They ought to be glad to welcome a baby grandson.
I'm afraid he'll be a mite grown up before that happens.
No, he won't.
Oh, Leif. Are thee saying thee do not want thy own son?
Never asked for him no more than I asked for you.
Leif. You couldn't have meant what you said in there about not wanting your own son.
I meant every word of it.
What kind of man are you, anyway?
I'm the same kind of man I was before she came here and before that little critter was born. I made it plain enough I didn't want her around. This is no kind of life for the likes of her, and less than so for that little critter there. Soon as she's able to travel, out she goes, and the little critter, too.
I've seen some pretty miserable, low-down excuses for a human being, but, buddy, you take the blue ribbon hands down.
Is that a fact?
I don't know why she married you in the first place. She's worth 10 of you. Now, what are you doing on your feet? I'll get you back in bed.
Not before I say to my husband that which must be said. Thee, Leif. Listen to me. I have overlooked thy foul disposition and thy insults because I love thee. And I prayed that my love would change thee. But now I see thee as thee really are. A man who would deny his own son is something less than a beast. And I would not live with thee if thee begged me to.
The only thing I'd beg of you is to get out and leave me alone.
Thee was kind enough to ask me to leave with thee. Will thee take me still, now that there are two of us to burden thee?
I'd be honored to, ma'am, as soon as you're able to travel.
I will be ready before sundown.
But, ma'am, it's a 4-day ride.
Before sundown. I will not stay in this house one instant longer.
Adam? Joe? Ma'am, you just sit still and I'll go in there and get some help to get the baby. I'll be right back.
I'm perfectly capable.
Just sit still. Sing! Pa? Adam, Joe! Damn, burn it. When you know it, when you need 'em most, ain't nobody here now. I reckon I'll just have to manage by myself.
Oh, we'll both manage, Hoss. You just help me down.
You hold the baby. There. As soon as I get you upstairs and get you comfortable, then I'll go on into town and get a doctor. And as soon as my family gets here, then you can just tell them and I'll explain as soon as I get back. Don't you worry none. They'll understand. Whoa, boy, whoa, whoa. What do you want, Leif?
You took off with the wrong merchandise, mister. What you contracted for is out there.
And you want your money, right?
That's right. And my family.
They don't have anything to do with you, Leif.
Don't you tell me what they want. Ain't none of your business.
It is when your wife asked me to help her.
She don't need your help. I can take care of that she-female myself and the brat, too.
Oh, really? How? Like you do your horses? By beating them?
Get out of my way. I want to take my family out of here.
No, you ain't. It's the way you settle all your problems, ain't it, Leif? With your fists or a whip. Why don't you get smart, Leif? Why, with a little intelligence and kindness, I did more with that black stallion in a week than you could do in 6 months with your whip.
Shut up. You lead your life, I'll lead mine.
That's fair enough. But leave that little gal and that baby out of it, all right?
I'll do what I want with them. They're mine.
They were back up there in that cab. But you wanted no part of them. What caused you to change your mind, Leif?
I said it was none of your business.
Once they were gone, maybe you realized then you'd made a big mistake, huh, Leif?
You go to blazing, you.
Don't you get that chip off your shoulder and start being honest with yourself for a change.
Honest about what?
Admit you love that little gal and that you're proud of that baby, real proud.
You trying to put words in my mouth?
Then say them yourself, Leif.
I can't. Even if I could, you wouldn't believe me no more.
Look, the times she's shown you how she really feels, how much she really loves you, is the times you've been hurt, like when that horse threw you, right? And when old big black stallion stomped on you.
So?
So?
Prudence,
I heard. They need not say anything. Oh, I've always known what was in thy heart.
What's going on here?
Why, nothing, Paul. Just a love spat, that's all, a little love spat. Look, Paul, don't you worry about nothing, eh? Everything's gonna be all right.